GTA 6 has not been delayed. The publisher for Rockstar Games, Take-Two Interactive, just hosted their quarterly earnings call, where they give us an update on how much money they've made over the past 3 months, but also how much money they expect to make over the next year. So let's not waste any time, let's break down what was actually said today and what it means, because it's really good news. First, if we have a look at the actual presentation from the earnings call today, we can see here on the right side of your screen that it very clearly says GTA 6 is still planned to come out in fall of 2025. We've also got a bunch of other stats about the GTA series here, which I'll leave here for you to read if you want to, but there's some other really important info that we need to go over from the call. What was very important in the earnings call today was that they not only just continued to say that GTA 6 will be coming out in fall, but they reaffirmed it. They specifically said in the call that we are reaffirming that the game is coming out or planned to come out in fall of 2025. So I'm going to play a clip here that sort of shows that, but also at the end, I'm going to play a clip as to why I think we haven't heard anything yet from Rockstar, because they actually kind of touched on this with one of the questions that was asked. Alright, so 3 important clips here where GTA 6 was mentioned. Let's go over the first one real quick. This is from Strauss Zelnick, the CEO of Take-Two Interactive.
Looking ahead, this calendar year is shaping up to be one of the strongest ever for Take-Two, as Sid Meier's Civilization VII launched in early access today with the official launch on February 11th. And we also plan to release Mafia: The Old Country in the summer, Grand Theft Auto 6 in the fall, and Borderlands 4 before year-end. We also remain confident in Zynga's ability to create new mobile forever franchises as demonstrated by their ongoing success with Match Factory.
So that was our first confirmation that GTA 6 is still planned to come out in 2025. This next clip was a question from one of the investors. Now his question was asking if they're reaffirming specifically the titles that are planned to come out in fiscal year of 2026. Now, what does fiscal year 2026 mean? Well, for Take-Two Interactive, that means between April 1st of 2025 and March 31st of 2026. So in that window, GTA 6 will of course be launching. So this question was asking about that.
Curious on your fiscal 26 pipeline to 3 games. Are you reaffirming launch and timing expectations, or is this more of a continuation of the previously provided slate with updates to come from your studios as new information becomes available?
So on the first point, yes, we did today reaffirm our schedule through the remainder of the calendar year. I think we were pretty clear about that.
So let me sort of reiterate what the question was and how it relates to GTA. This guy asked Strauss Zelnick if you're sort of just saying, yeah, GTA 6 will come out in 2025, but really we have to wait for Rockstar, or are you actually specifically saying, yes, this game is coming out in 2025? So again, Strauss responds saying quite clearly, I thought we were pretty clear that yes, we are reaffirming those release dates. So that is great news. Then in one of the last questions, one of the investors asked this.
Hi, thanks. So glad to see GTA 6 reaffirmed for a fall 25 launch. I wanted to ask, how much of the total number of fans that have ever touched GTA and have brand awareness of GTA could potentially be reactivated once this GTA 6 launch actually happens?
Well, I appreciate the question and the sort of the sentiment underlying the question. It sort of falls into the category of how high is up, and I decline to ever predict that. We believe that arrogance is the enemy of continued success. We run scared. We're looking over our shoulder. Our competitors are not asleep. So what do we do about that? We try to be the most creative, the most innovative, and the most efficient company in the entertainment industry. And Rockstar Games in particular seeks perfection in everything they do. And we believe that if we do that right and we focus on delivering for consumers, that's our best opportunity to succeed.
He then went on to ask a very long question where he got a very long answer. But to be honest, that answer didn't really mean much in terms of the release date. The most important thing was that Strauss didn't correct this guy after he said that GTA 6 will be coming out in 2025. So what I take from that is, yeah, we are all good. So everyone can stop panicking for a little bit. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there, a lot of people on social media trying to get you to believe that the game has been delayed. And look, of course, there is a chance that it could get delayed at some point. But as of of right now, we have verbal confirmation that it's not. So I want to finish the video by talking about why we haven't actually heard anything. And this was actually one of the questions asked in the earnings call. So we'll go over this quick clip and I'll break down what I think it means and how it relates to GTA 6.
Great. Yeah. Thanks for the question. Lainey, can you just talk about the right level of marketing spend needed to support the launches of your new titles? How soon before launches should we expect you to begin ramping up your marketing efforts, and how does that impact the ramp of expenses? Thank you.
So in terms of the marketing, it's around the launch of the title, but in more recent years, it is spread a little bit further along, especially if there's an online environment or recurrent consumer spending with the title. So the title's budgets are usually around the same size as they were in the past. They really haven't gotten smaller. Even when we have titles that are new versions of previous releases, there's just so much importance in terms of marketing and getting people excited about the titles. And it's just usually different types of marketing than it's been in the past. So there's a lot more digital marketing and marketing to our consumers and analytics and different ways of getting to our consumers than we have in the past. So it's usually a bigger amount at launch and then spread over the period of time that the title's life cycle.
So this is Lainey that was speaking there. She's essentially the head of finance at Take-Two Interactive. And what she said was very interesting. She specifically said that for marketing for our titles, the budget spend is usually spent further along, as opposed to the past. So what this means, in my opinion at least, is that Take-Two Interactive is no longer focused on marketing their titles so far out from release, especially when they're going to have an online component to them, which we know GTA 6 most likely is. In fact, we've already seen this trend happening with GTA Online. If you play GTA Online, you know that we don't even hear about the DLCs for that until like a week or two before they come out. Nowadays, we live in a live service environment. Most games have an online component that's meant to last for years. So from Take-Two's perspective, it looks like they don't think there's much point marketing the game this far out from release. Marketing campaigns nowadays are a lot shorter. People have shorter attention spans, and it looks like hopefully this is just what's been happening with GTA 6. No news from Rockstar at this point is good news. And if what Lainey says here is to be believed, it seems like Rockstar would really start amping up the marketing for the game a lot closer to release. Let's say, I don't know, 5 months before it comes out, instead of starting to heavily promote the game like a year before it comes out like they have with their previous ones. So this was very, very encouraging to see. It put my mind at ease, and hopefully it gives a lot of you guys a bit of rest as well when it comes to the anxiety about this game's release date. Again, I know there has been a lot of misinformation, a lot of fear-mongering going on out there from people wanting you to believe that the game has been delayed, but look, we have verbal confirmation that that is not the case. I don't know what else to say. So as of right now, we all just have to shut up and wait. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more stuff like this, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Boys!
Favorite color, money green. I've been on my grind since I was in the 7th grade. Had my first kid, I was only 17. Always a provider for my pack like Wolverines. But you won't find me on the mountaintop. Need no calculator.